you guys are adding the final touches, and this is actually also part of my film music class, and we've been separating this idea of like score on one side and then needle drop on the other. And I didn't find out until last week that Hans Zimmer was able to do both from like this movie Inception.
I've always liked working with composers, with Hans in particular, in a way where you want to free them from the constraints of the picture. You want them to be inspired by it. But I like Hans to be able to write freely and not be trying to hit cuts, not be trying to squeeze things into the tightest edits that we're going to wind up with for certain sequences. I want to kind of hear where his imagination would go, were it completely free to just interpret the ideas of the script. And then based on that, we take that in the edit suite and we start finding interesting points of synchronization between picture and the music he's written.
So I feel like we're on a like good path doing something different, because the song that Hans Zimmer used, Non, je ne regrette rien, the singer is dead, but we have like a live singer with Jaycen, so thank you. And the title of the song like generated the script and the acting.
This is called Repeat After Me. I used to drink myself into oblivion, when no one can hurt me. I used to drown myself in others' opinions, till no one can hear me. And you arrive, and you carry this Bible. You preach like you mean it. Once I turn away, then all your disciples begin to fade.
One thing I learned, I guess, Miranda, is that the music is supposed to come from in the characters. So I tried to create this last cut with a little bit of special effects. I still have some stuff going for like a glow for this thing to show before, but I actually did get to make lightsabers for the first time, which is something I wanted to do for Roberta Friedman. Thank you, because she invented the optical special effects for George Lucas in episode 4 and 5, and so this is kind of an homage to her too, since I made my first lightsabers. I was hoping that the score could kind of emanate from the opening montage, which is 4 minutes in Jaycen's song. I didn't want to cut it. Here we go. Here is MK Filipino, and I'm going to play it. Yeah.
Like a bunch of things happening right there we can look through.
You know why I did that? Because I wanted to do the opening of Apocalypse Now. Like that's like my favorite needle drop. And what he did with the Doors was that he started off with this crazy montage that nobody got, that had all this double exposure, someone in the bed, and then it ended up with Martin Sheen wiling out. So I kind of feel married to that idea of like...
Do you have a clip of that scene you can show us?
Yeah, of course. Let's see. And so like that was the beginning of the semester.
Because in the one we have, the one we just saw, one thing, when they moved to the head of his face, and then his face just stayed there. And then something happens, and then something changes. But then we can tell because his head is there. We can tell, oh, this is all happening in his head. This is like everything connected to him. So the connection, I think, is the main thing for our film. Either the idea or the concept or the picture or the music, the connection is the key. Then that comes to the next question. If you want the chaotic that you're saying, then do you want the music to even push more of the chaos or just like underneath there? Because music can go wild as well. But then the thing is, how much are we looking for?
How would you feel about having your song cut up? You know, just like as a songwriter, like do you want people to hear the whole thing in its entirety? Like, how do you feel about it being split? Like, what is your like genuine thoughts?
Well, I think I get what Miranda's saying. Like, aside from you can put it in the credit page, people can access the song outside of the film. So if they want to listen to it in its entirety, they can listen to it somewhere else. But if you need something, just the important elements in the film, you can, that's why the stems are there. You can just use the specific elements like the whispers, the strings. The song is still there. It's just like,
right, it's just in a different way. And then people who are curious about it, they're like, oh, how did they twist the song into this way, right? Because basically it's her song. It's just in a different approach because of the movie itself.
Give me that. Give me this. Okay, let's have a seat. How about you and I talk about the Filipino Excalibur on the Impatient Me? I want you to be the good guy.
Your heart is sacred, Doc. You saved my life.
Are you suicidal?
This happened to be an erotic dream.
Erotic. Well... everything is grist for the mill. We can talk about whatever's on your mind.
I don't see why we can't just take this conversation outside on a park bench like Freud used to do.
If I did, then I wouldn't be able to be your psychiatrist.
I can't have my fantasies hurting anyone.
I guess that would be my assignment. All the things that you said that it's not working, I would say take all that you've done and make it work.
Right, exactly. And I'm saying is instead of adding those like other materials, I think just for the good like consistency and also the vibe of the whole film, working with the song is actually better to just, because she already have so many things, and then we could work on like how to use those elements to make it happen.
It's like nobody ever works with music and score and needle drop in this kind of way. Usually it's like American Graffiti. It's like 20 songs, or Sofia Coppola you know, and Bling Ring. It's here are the hit songs of that era. Or it's like John Williams and then they jazz it up in Marvel and they have a full orchestral thing. Like, if there's a way that we could just do something different the way that Inception did it, but do it with somebody who's a living singer and make it work, I think it's like super unique.
Now wake up and stay down.
Are you having any thoughts of hurting yourself or other people?
Thinking about hurting you, Doc.
All right, that's enough. It's time to go to the hospital and talk all this out in a secure location.
Everybody can evaluate homicidal ideation.